Ja, hallo und herzlich willkommen. Hier ist wieder eure Wombat und ja, es geht weiter. Was hatten wir gesagt? 2 Aufgaben wollten wir noch, ne? Tagebuch. Ach nee, wir waren schon direkt fertig. Ja, stimmt. Können direkt zur. Ah, alles klar. Nee, gut, dann auf nach Hause. Nilan will nicht mit uns reden. Ähm, dann nehmen wir ihn trotzdem mit jetzt, so. Ähm, Dann nehmen wir Alvida mit und wir nehmen Ludwig mit. So. Ach, bin ich überhaupt hier richtig? Hier muss ich doch gar nicht hin, ne? Ach ja, typisch. Immer dasselbe mit mir. Immer dasselbe mit mir. Ich muss doch dahin perren oder wo auch immer, ne? Immer dasselbe mit mir. Karte? Ja, wusste ich's doch. Oh. So, und zwar müssen wir daher. Das heißt, wir halten hier. Oh, das können wir wieder auswählen. Ach ja. Sorry. Sorry. Ups, ja, anlegen. Dann ruckelt es immer kurz. Das haben sie noch nicht ganz weggekriegt, obwohl es besser geworden ist. So, also Nilan und Alvida habe ich gesagt. So. So, und dann müssen wir jetzt da 66 Meter. So.
I'm a guard, not a tour guide.
Ja, ja. Okay, dann.
Hello. Are you the person who was to join us on our trip to Tirfredi?
Indeed. I shall be in charge of the goods on your ship and selling them once we arrive on your island. Sir D'Argenton made sure that we had all the necessary authorizations, and the Prince d'Orsay sent me the funding. We can leave as soon as you are ready. Remember, the trip is very long. I suggest you finish any business you may have here before leaving.
We're ready to set sail.
In that case, let's get to the port as soon as possible.
What is it, Nilan? I thought you would be happy to return to Tirfredi.
I must leave you here. You know that I would like to see our island again. But you've seen the tragic situation our people are confronted with in these lands. I must stay here with them.
Would you like us to remain here for a little longer?
No, and you know that's not possible. Your mission cannot be delayed any longer. You must warn our people of the lurking danger. Go, bring this vaccine to the Tiarna and our chief. We shall meet again, if the winds are in our favor.
Wa awelem seg, Aniloin.
Tja, somit bleibt Nilan da. Das dürfen wir hier nichts vergessen.
Oh, the shape of your island is instantly recognizable. You're home at last. Oh, I'm glad to take a break. Would you like to talk about something?
Nee. Ah, doch, hier.
I had no idea there were so many natives of my island on this continent. Did you know?
I suspected as much. I know the ship I served on is far from the only one transporting your people. Transporting. Kidnapping would be more accurate, wouldn't it? However, I would never have imagined that our crimes were so great. And that we'd brought so many here. It shames and angers me. I'm so dreadfully sorry that our guild is involved in this.
I won't bother you any longer.
The next time we talk, it'll have to be over a drink.
Na dann. Will ja auch keiner jetzt mit mir reden, ne? Oh, Nilan ist nicht da. Okay, dann legen wir mal an. Wir nehmen jetzt Till mit. Wir nehmen die von der Brückenallianz mit. Und ich nehme Ludwig mit. Und dann bestätigen wir mal die Gruppe.
You seem troubled, my friend. Almost worried. Is something wrong?
The wind that carried me here forgot to tell me that my land had changed so much.
Stop where you are! What are you doing here? This is Bridge Alliance territory and foreigners are subject to strict controls.
I'm not a foreigner. I was born on this island and my village is close by.
I don't care. These lands no longer belong to you. Alliance lands, Alliance rules.
And any attempted smuggling will be severely punished.
I'm not a diplomat, but I think I can get them to let us through. I'm Captain Till, under the command of General Kurnas. He's assigned us a mission of the utmost importance.
I recognize you, Captain. You've been to this island before, haven't you? For a roundup operation.
That's right. The mission I'm on today is a follow-up of sorts to that operation.
I see. Captain, it's an honor.
Of course, you can go about as you please.
Freunde, ey, ich habe genauso ein Gefühl wie am Anfang, als ich das erste Mal hier war mit meinem anderen Charakter. Ich könnte hier einfach eine Bombe reinschmeißen, echt. Also die Hündchen würde ich alle in Sicherheit bringen und die ganzen Menschen hier, die würde ich alle in einen Raum und dann eine Bombe rein, ehrlich. Und das alles würde ich hier abreißen, alles würde ich abreißen. Was nehmen die sich hier raus? Ja? Die kommen hier hin, wollen uns ausrotten mit Pocken und so weiter, damit die das hier alles schön einnehmen können. Also, ey, wenn ich jetzt wüsste, dass die Menschen nicht wirklich so wären, ne, dann könnte man das wirklich, also, aber man weiß ja, dass die Menschen wirklich so ticken, ne. Es gibt wirklich viele Menschen, die wirklich so ticken. Also, nee, das ist ja nicht selten, dass das hier auch, ich weiß auch nicht, also ich will politisch da nicht so, aber es ist doch wirklich wahr, oder? Ihr wisst, was ich meine. Cool, wir könnten jetzt Schnellreise machen, aber das mache ich jetzt nicht. Kann ich schon mit jemandem hier reden? Ich glaube noch nicht, ne? Die haben alle noch kein Ausrufezeichen über dem Kopf, ne? Ne, haben sie noch nicht. Wir laufen hier mal lang. Das ist der pure Wahnsinn. Pure Wahnsinn. Was haben wir denn hier überhaupt alles? Schlafsaal der Soldaten, Lagerhaus, Sägemühle, Lagerhaus. Ich glaube, wir gehen erstmal hierher zu der Informationstafel. Wen haben wir hier? Festung der Brückenallianz. Mal gucken, ob wir hierher kommen. Einmal kurz gucken, ob da irgendwas steht an der Anschlagetafel. Das ist der Wahnsinn. Das ist der Wahnsinn. Den können wir wahrscheinlich wieder streicheln. Wahnsinn, ey. Oh, ihr seid so toll, wenn ihr nicht angreift. Ja. Hauptmann der Festung.
Come back later. This isn't a good time.
Ach so, ist keine gute Zeit. Ja, glaube ich dir wohl. Wenn ich das hier so sehe. Hier ist aber nix. Hier oben war immer der andere Hauptmann drin gewesen. Ob der jetzt noch da ist? Ich glaube nicht, oder? Nee. Die Ärztin ist aber noch da. Will sie vielleicht mit uns reden?
Hello, Doctor.
You again. What do you want from me?
I'll leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Also nix. Also wir laufen jetzt zum Dorf. Ich muss meinen Lautsprecher im Moment, mein Mikrofon im Moment ausmachen, weil meine Tochter was für ihre Kätzchen bekommen hat. Das baut sie gerade zusammen und dann muss sie öfters vorbeilaufen und redet. Und man hört hier alles. Deswegen, ich schalte mich dann gleich wieder dazu ein, wenn ich was zu sagen habe. Also bis gleich. Wir laufen jetzt mal zu unserem Dorf so langsam.
Colonization is already taking its toll on this island. All these trees cut down, that fort on the hill.
They had only been here a few months when they started cutting down our forest and digging their mine. My earth is just a source of wealth to them. As for my people, I sometimes wonder if we'll survive.
I'm sorry. I should never have accepted that mission.
Na, hier scheint wieder Grafikfehler zu sein, weil hier schwebt alles in der Luft und die Bücher auch und ich sehe ja, ihr wisst schon, Kisten und sowas alles. Also gehen wir mal hier wieder raus, nicht, dass mir das gleich abstürzt.
what we're made of! This is odd. Where is everyone? We should go to the chief's house. Maybe they're gathered there. Is anyone here? Vorkal? This is really strange. There's usually at least one visitor here. What here? What here? My mother is obviously not at home. Maybe they've organized a great hunt. I hope it's something like that. I have to admit, I'm worried. Chief Vhenan? Brigade! I'd hoped they'd all be here together, but there's no one. I remember that some were suggesting that we should leave the lake because of the Alliance. Perhaps that's what they did in the end.
The people in the fort must assuredly know where and when they would have left. We should ask them. I'm always here for you. What do you want?
Goodbye, Ludwig.
Bye. Take care.
I'm happy that you came to speak with me. Now that we are in Tyr Friddi, I have a favor to ask of you. You must have an idea of what it's about. I would like to find the person who was once a dear friend of mine. I would like for him to explain to me how he came to agree to work for Kernaz. How he could betray all that we once held true. But I don't know this island. It's my first time here. I need your help in tracking him down.
If he's on this side of the island, that should be possible. But you never told me his name.
Furkan. He goes by the name of Furkan.
Furkan?
Nein, Furkan.
He was your friend?
Oh.
And he worked for Kernaz. If Nilan knew that, he'd never let me forget that he warned against putting so much trust in the man.
You knew him?
Yes. And I also believed him to be a good man who was sincerely interested in our well-being. He taught me to read.
Ach du Scheiße. Sich fragen, was sie in letzter Anfrage wollte. Ihr sagen, dass sie bei der Suche auf jeden Fall.
If you want to find him, my people will certainly know what has become of him since we were kidnapped. Let's go.
Thank you. To not know why he ever accepted the contract with Kurnaz would drive me mad.
Wird doch dann wahrscheinlich, wie Baran gesagt hat, sein Cousin, der hier auf Tir-Frieden die Expedition bezahlt worden ist und er hat darauf gewartet, dass er Informationen schickt, aber er hat ihm keine Informationen geschickt und somit wäre Furkan dann auch in Gefahr, selbst wenn er jetzt von Kurnaz hier hingeschickt worden ist, wäre er natürlich jetzt auch in Gefahr, weil er vielleicht nichts preisgibt über diese Insel, was er eigentlich haben wollte. Mal abwarten. Mal gespannt. Ich will jetzt echt den finden.
But come chat again soon.
Ja, wir suchen jetzt erstmal Furkan. So, wo soll er denn sein? Erstmal sollen wir jetzt hierher sprechen. Und dann müssen wir unsere Freunde fragen, wo Furkan ist. Also gut, dann gehen wir mal hierher. Jetzt reden wir mal mit denen.
You? I'll be. I wasn't expecting that. The entire world thought you were dead. What are you doing here? What do you want?
Answers. We went to my village and we found it deserted. What happened there?
The priest of your village was found dead, and several young folk had disappeared, including you.
All of that to carry out despicable experiments to learn how to better eliminate their people.
If you say so.
I can vouch for that. But do continue.
Meenan, a man who I held in great esteem, came to the fort demanding reparations. He was furious and worried. Alas, one of my soldiers disobeyed my orders and killed him. I believe that's what motivated your people to leave the region. They couldn't stay here any longer with the river pollution and everything else.
Why did this soldier kill Nilan? He was a good man. And if my memory serves me, he took you for a friend.
I know, and believe me, I'm still upset about what happened that day. That should have never happened.
Do you know where the other villagers went?
According to my sentinels, they were headed south. If you want to find them, that's the direction you should be taking.
The Alliance demonstrates once again that they are nothing more than greedy belligerents. But what else is new? I must find my people. Goodbye, Captain.
Ja, Wahnsinn. Also ich hätte ein paar aufs Maul hauen sollen. Aber er kann da nichts dafür. Er ist... keine Ahnung. Wozu? Na gut, wir müssen hierhin reisen. Wahnsinn. Da haben die einfach unseren Nilan erschlagen, weil er angeblich ihn nicht aufhalten konnte. Wahnsinn. Sollen wir erstmal unsere Leute finden. Ja, und das war dann die Quest gewesen, die ich beim ersten Durchlauf nicht gemacht habe, weil ich Saphir nicht angesprochen hatte, ne?
Hadir maloktus klos marwedes. Linquid mavad hirumbe. I'm sorry. I can't help but cling to the hope of seeing my mother alive again.
Don't worry. It's normal. I imagine you've probably already lost your father since you don't talk about him.
He died while hunting. Killed by a mad beast when I was a child. My mother was never the same after that.
Was hier? Da ins Haus. Wir gehen aber jetzt erst hier lang. Gucken wir mal, ob wir mit allen reden können. Oh Mann, ey. Dafür haben sie Furkan ja auch verbannt. nach der ganzen Sache. Weil meine Mutter, die war ja sowieso nie diejenige, die ihm vertraut hat.
Halt! Renoik say you are not welcome here.
Wait a minute. I know that face.
Kadal? You don't recognize me?
You know who this is, Kadal?
I can't believe it. What are you doing here? And with these foreigners? Everyone thought you were dead.
We came here to find my people, but also to warn them and to bring them a remedy. The friends who are here with me helped me get this far and survive the continent. Without them, I would still be rotting in a jail.
I know a few people who are going to be really surprised to see you. Enter. You need to go and see our chief. Her house is on the left.
Thank you, Kadal. It's great to see you again.
Nasit credoet. Björt tir tomat.
Es neis riden am ger. Oi, tog dis velo quea dregt.
Toigen saranoik sa drego chwedesa.
Riden ger. Crede me mes maruto.
To? Es gair to?
Avatir.
Arrent. Sme and oem naveolen to oleg adiven. Hagin. Eskeloin me. Quana rego me crefam toflani. Smeundu em kolda da holeg. Remne me lochten warm, da neo me essa da volge days. And I was even angrier at the Renoikse. But where are Nilan and Sheda?
Sheda has returned to the source of all spirits. As for Nilan, he preferred to remain on the continent.
Sheda wacht. Klebanu de benedem say. Come now, let us go inside. It will be quieter, especially if we must speak this tongue. We have so much to catch up on.
You know, when I saw the state our village was in, I thought I had lost you.
I'm a warrior, and I was so angry after you disappeared. All my melancholy was gone. Only rage remained. I brought all the survivors here, and we created this new clan. A clan for those who refuse the domination of the Lions.
Forgive me for not introducing you to my friends. Without them, I would probably still be imprisoned over there. Or dead. Till is a warrior. A guard, to be exact. He used to serve our enemy, but he's now made amends by helping us as best he can.
Madam, I've done you a great wrong. I hope you can forgive me one day.
Ludwig comes from a country that is unknown on our island. His knowledge of the roads on the continent helped us to find shelter and to reunite with some of our people.
And your daughter, in turn, has saved my skin on several occasions. It's a pleasure, madam.
Sophia is a cartographer. She's a lion, but she's very different from the ones here. And she's proven that to us on many occasions.
Madam, I know how the Alliance has made you suffer. As long as I live, I will fight against those of my people who have done this to you.
If my child considers you to be friends, you are welcome here. If you have helped my child, you are my friends as well. I'm so happy to have found you again. Today, that's all that matters to me.
Me too, Mother. But that's not the only reason I came back. I also have to warn you.
Warn me? About what?
When we were on the continent, we learned that a group within the Alliance was planning to eradicate our people.
How? If they're counting on their weapons, it won't be enough. We know this island better than they do, and we will defend it to the end.
Oh, I know that. But unfortunately, the method they intend to use cannot be defeated by our warriors, however brave. On the boat, shortly after our capture, Nilan and I underwent what we thought was a strange ritual. But Shada did not. Not long afterwards. We watched her die of a terrible and unknown illness that spared us.
Tirce, I'm sorry. I know how much you loved your friend.
Without knowing it, we were the subject of an experiment designed to prove a theory they had. That our people are very susceptible to this disease. It spreads very easily and would wipe us all out. Not just children and old people, but warriors as well. And in a very short time. In order to get a few servants, the Lions would simply have to use the remedy on those willing to submit to them.
They have no honor. Who gets rid of their enemies like that?
That's why we decided to understand and learn the ritual that protected us on the boat. The scholars on the continent call it an inoculation or vaccine. We've brought back enough to protect the whole island. But we're going to need the help of all the Donegada in all the villages to use it.
I'll see that the word gets out. Don't worry. I'll tell all the chiefs what our enemies have planned. Meanwhile, you should go and explain this protective ritual to the Donegada in the camp. They'll start using it right away.
I'd also like to speak to the Tiarna about this. To warn her and seek her advice. Do you know where she is?
I know she's preparing a ritual for our dead. Go see the Donegada first, and then come back here. I'll tell you where to find her then.
My friend Sophia knew Forkan when they were young, and she would like to see him again. Do you know what's become of him?
I can't believe you're still asking about that man. I was right to mistrust him, you know? He betrayed us all. However, I am sorry to be the one to inform you, madam. Your friend is dead.
Dead? When? How? And how could you think that he betrayed you?
It happened shortly after you were kidnapped. You and Nilan. One day he left the village, never to return. It was the very same day Minan was killed. Armao told us that Forkan was implicated, not only in the death of our chief, but maybe also in your kidnapping. A few days later, we learned that he had been found dead, and we didn't weep for him. The people in the fort must have no longer had need of him and rid themselves of their informant.
How and why did you create this new clan?
When we were forced to leave our village by the lake, our clan, the Shantamlag, was no more. We were like a flock of frightened birds, far from the refuge of the great fish. Many were dispirited, their hearts full of woe. In our flight, we met refugees from other clans, and I saw that together we could unite to form a new clan. I spoke to all those who were, like us, taking refuge in these ruins. I asked them if they wanted to stand up against injustice, if they wished to create a clan strong enough to rise up against the invaders, a clan to protect our people and our island. Many followed. Others came later and are still coming. The Exragao, the Risen, were born.
What happened in the village? When we arrived and I couldn't find anyone, I was so worried.
You know, our village was already weakened. Our river was full of poison. We could no longer fish, and there was a lack of game. Then we discovered Tofflan's body and understood that you had been kidnapped. Minan went to the fort to talk to the captain, when a soldier killed him. Despite the apologies given by the people at the fort, we understood that we could no longer stay. This sacred place, this gift of the great fish, had been taken from us by foreigners. We had to find a new refuge.
What is this place?
It is called Didgidensen, the ruins of the first bastion. It's easily defendable. That's why we originally came here. I'm not a Donegad, but I've been told a few stories about this place, and I understood that it's also an important symbol. It used to be home to the people of the sea, and it's here that our people achieved their greatest victory against them. It was the perfect place to build our camp. May En Onmir Frichtemen offer us the same destiny as our ancestors.
I must leave you for now.
Of course. But come back to see me. I've missed you so.
Furkan, dead. I can't believe it. He will never be able to make amends for his actions. And to think that I was angry with him for sending information to Kurnaz about your people. But if your mother and this respect-worthy Amal are not mistaken, he is also implicated in what happened in your village. How could the man we knew have become so sinister?
I'm sorry, Sophia. I truly wish that he could have given us some explanation.
I can't help thinking about the letter we found. Furkan seemed to want to free himself from the engagement he had made with Kurnaz. Something doesn't sit right in this affair. We need to get to the bottom of what happened. I beg you, let's try and learn a little more.
Let's start by trying to find Armal. It's true that he shared the village guest house with Furkan. Perhaps he saw or heard something that convinced him of his guilt. We could also go up to the lake fort. They knew him, and might know more about the circumstances of his death.
Thank you for not giving up.
Ja, okay. Oh Mann, nein, nicht Furkan tot. Kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass er uns verraten hat. Das ist ein ganz krummes Ding. Dafür war er viel zu nett und viel zu freundlich zu uns. Viel zu nett und viel zu freundlich. Was ist denn das? Inventar. Wartet mal. Was haben wir denn da aufgesammelt? Ach, guck mal. Die ist aber schick. Mal ganz kurz durchgucken, die ganzen Ausrufezeichen. Ja, ne, komm. Lass uns die doch mal anziehen, jetzt wo wir hier sind. So. Talente haben wir auch wieder, hebe ich mir aber noch einen Moment auf. Wir machen auf jeden Fall nachher die Stufen. Aber irgendwie, wartet mal. Oder hatte Diskretion ja aber nur ein. Was haben wir hier jetzt noch Schönes? Diplomatie. Na komm, dann nehmen wir den hier mal. Ziehen wir den, dann haben wir noch ein bisschen mehr Diskretion. Stopp. Ja. Zwar jetzt auch nicht viel gebracht, aber ja, immerhin. Okay, also wo sollen wir jetzt hin? Erst einmal hierher, aber wir reden jetzt erstmal hier mit allen. So, was schon mal hier sind. Da sind die Donegard. So, hier. mit allen reden.
So que es esa? A dregne sonegad.
With foreign friends. Do know that we are extremely happy to see you alive.
And grateful, I hope. Must I remind you who pulled you out of those traps with help of the others? What happened to Nilan and Shada? Are they doing well?
Alas, Shada died on the ship that took us away. The sickness overcame her. Nilan decided to stay on the continent. And what has become of you? Still hunters?
Yes, and scouts from time to time. We have many people to feed here. There are not only survivors from our clan, but all those who want to defend themselves from the Renoixe invasion.
Don't worry. We have become far more cautious. We watch where we tread very carefully.
We missed the need despite everything. You know that she was kidnapped like you.
I did hear that. Perhaps Nilan will find her.
I hope so. Very well. You certainly have more people to see. Take care of yourself.
Ich dachte, ich könnte noch mit den Einzelnen sprechen.
Morten! Sinna! Oh, it's good to see you again. You no longer show any signs of poisoning. That's wonderful!
And it's thanks to you and the remedy you brought us.
It's also thanks to Toflan's care.
We miss him every day. He was a good man. But that was another time, a time that no longer exists. Things have changed so much since then. Since we left Vigeshvar, we've lost our shining scales and become Doneya ex Regao. We've lost our peace and quiet, but we won't let foreigners push us around and chase us away.
I understand. Take care of yourselves.
Farewell, Donegad.
You're Vreden Ger. I've heard a lot about you. The Kname seaside are said to trade with the foreigners. They are traitors to our island.
Slana, Morrigan. I am so happy to see that you have recovered.
We are also happy to see you again. I have heard that you have brought us a remedy?
Yes, in a way. But this remedy takes effect before you are affected by the sickness. It is more like a ritual of protection, if you prefer. But it must be performed on all of us. The sickness that it shields us from has already taken Shada, and certainly many other islanders.
I will help the clans Donegada spread the news throughout the island. I promise this in memory of our friend. And also because it is what my father would have wanted.
Your father was the best of masters. I miss him greatly.
We all miss him. He was a good man.
Everything happened so quickly during our capture that we did not have the time to honor his memory.
You should have remained in those foreign lands since you so loved their people.
Brian. Vindeber. I am so happy to see you.
You come with strange company, but you are alive. Seeing you gives us some hope.
Where are Nilan and especially Sheda? Why are they not with you?
Nilan stayed on the continent. But Sheda, I am sorry to inform you. She died on the ship that stole us from our homeland.
No. My poor little child. So brave and full of life. Why?
Slungtir og leire noiksa ja gaidan marhentem. Masuktir beg.
The foreigners that took us wanted to perform experiments on us. They exposed us to a sickness unknown to our people. We survived. But Sheda was taken by it. We only understood their plan later. It is our entire people that they wish to eradicate. And so we brought back a sort of remedy, so that no one might suffer the same fate as your daughter.
You have not changed. You are still the devoted Donegat that my Sheda admired so much.
May the earth hold you up always. If you would not mind, we would like to be alone now.
Take this, then.
You're Taren's daughter.
Hello. Are you the Donai god of the Donea Exgregao?
Yes, and you must be the child who returned. I was told that some called you Vridan Ger.
Many words have been spoken about you, and of your missing master, and of your friend, Nilan. We would be happy to have you by our side to protect and guide our clan. Do you have any news for us? We were Black Algs before joining this new clan.
We suffered greatly from the raids, just as the Shining Scales did.
It's been said that they took our people to the continent, and that you were also there. Did you see any of them?
We crossed paths with many islanders there, including some from your clan. Nilan stayed with them to help. I returned, not only to reunite with my clan, but also to bring a remedy for all our people. Certain Renoikse, lions, want to eliminate all of us using a terrible sickness that kills in only a few days. It spreads very easily, through ordinary cloth that has been in contact with someone sick.
That's horrible. Can't they fight honorably?
Some of them can. But these lions want to spare themselves the trouble of bloodshed.
You said that you brought back a remedy.
Yes. It is more like a protective ritual. It requires certain ingredients that we brought with us. I will teach you how to duplicate it, because there won't be enough. I will perform this ritual on you, Then you will need to perform it on others in turn, so that everyone will be protected.
And so now we are protected. This ritual is not overly complex.
The ingredients may be more difficult to find, but do not worry. We will make them.
Thank you. Be sure to spread the message to all the Donegada as quickly as possible.
It will be done. We are protecting our people thanks to you. Have you already spoken to Mev?
Yes. You should speak to her as well. Her voice carries far on the island.
I will go and find her. Thank you.
You should have remained in those foreign lands, since you so loved their people.
I must leave.
I would like to trade.
Ankarad, Karmag, I am happy to find you in good health.
To see you has filled our hearts with hope. But I am troubled not to find Shader and our son in your company.
What has happened to our child and to our friend?
I can reassure you that Nilan is doing well and takes its role as Donegad very seriously. We met a great many other islanders over on the continent. They were lost and treated poorly. Nilan decided to stay with them, to help and protect them.
I would have preferred that he return. There has been so much suffering here, and we would have liked to have him beside us.
Karmag, you know how much I miss our son, but I am proud of the decision he has taken, and you should be as well.
And Shader, has she decided to stay with him?
Alas, no. Sheda died on the ship that took us from our home. She was taken by an unknown sickness that now threatens all of us.
Tirse, the poor little soul.
She was my best student. The bravest, but also the wisest. How sad to hear this.
If you return to the continent, I ask you to give this bow to our son. I made it specially for him.
And tell him to come back to us. We are in need of him.
Ja, sprich mit allen Teferiden dann. Okay, also jetzt müssen wir zu unserer Mutter und dann wollen wir weiter uns auf den Weg nach Furkan machen. Ich muss aber leider hier einmal ganz kurz nochmal eine Pause machen. Wir sehen uns gleich wieder. Macht es gut, bis gleich.